What's going on, guys? It's almost turkey season, and so I thought I would just go over what I like to use for calls. You know, on the market today, there's tons of calls to choose from. Tons of different box calls, pot calls, mouth calls, push-pull calls. There's a whole plethora of different styles, brands. You name it, you can probably find it. But I narrowed it down to two that I prefer to use: pot calls and mouth or diaphragm calls. That's what I strictly use. When I first started, I used these box calls just because their learning curve was real simple. But I got away from them because there's a little more movement involved. You know, when you bring the paddle across the call, you're moving a lot more. You know, you tune that up, but you know, it's a little more movement. I liked this when I was younger just because it was a lot easier for me to use. But I got into pot calls because there's a lot less movement involved. You know, the striker, the striking surface, you're not moving a whole lot. You know, it's here, and you're keeping it here. You're not sliding anything across, making a bigger movement. For my pot calls, I prefer slate striking surface with a glass soundboard. These come in a few different arrangements. You can slate and glass. You can get aluminum, copper, crystal for striking surface, and you can do any combination of that in between with a striking, for striking surface or a soundboard. It's personal preference. That they make different sounds, different pitches. I prefer slate over glass. It's just what I'm used to, and it's what I've used over the years. Yeah, but like I said, there's not a lot of movement. You keep it low, and you're not moving much. They're simple. There's not really a learning curve for these. Pick it up, play with it, and you pick it up pretty easy. Mouth calls, on the other hand, are a little tougher. There's quite a bit of learning curve here, and it can take some time for you to be able to make some sound. I'm no expert by any means, but I can get the job done with a mouth call. This is a triple reed with a V cut. But like with the pot calls, not a lot of movement. This, it's in your mouth. You're not doing a whole lot of movement at all. Just a little sample there. Like I said, though, they do have a learning curve. Takes a little more time to get used to them and be able to produce sound with those. Like with anything, a little practice, and you can pick those up pretty easy. Well, yeah, these are my two go-tos: pot call, mouth call, diaphragm call. And like I said, with different striking surfaces, different soundboards, the strikers, you can also have different types of wood that make different types of sound. This is a Hickory Striker. This Purple Heart. Let's see, I got a couple here. I forget what this is. I think it might be hickory, but it's a mushroom tip as opposed to just a rounded tip. I personally I do like the mushroom tip personally myself. A little better than just the rounded. But when you get these slate calls in, you're going to want to condition a slate or aluminum or crystal, whatever you get. Little Brillo pad action or little piece of sanding type material. Just make work a little area in there. Kind of scratch it up, rough it up a little, and the striker works a little better on it. That's about it, guys. But I guess I can show you a couple other ones here. These are it's a plastic pot, slate. Here's aluminum pot. The aluminum, I think, is a little rangier. You can reach out a little further with your sound than slate. On those windy days, might be good to have a aluminum call in your vest. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Just thought I'd touch on what I prefer for calls. You guys can play around with it. It's all, personal preference. I just got away from the movement aspect, trying to cut down on my movement, and went strictly with slate, no pot calls and the mouth calls. So it's personal preference, and that's what I like to go with. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Turkey season here is coming up. My hunt's on the first week of May. I'll be going after some toms. Hopefully I can have some luck, and yeah, I'll check back in with you guys here. Hopefully in a couple days, a new video. Until then, take it easy, guys.